Hey, what's up, people? This is Panaorios, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. So, we're hopping right back in. We just learned Lewis's story, and we're going to continue. What's this?
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Alright, looks like we can go out this way. So I think we're coming up on the end of this game. We only have...
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
We have about like 5 or 6 more family members left.
Before we left to tell Edie.
Yeah, only 5 or 6 family members left.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Okay, so whose room is this?
I wish we'd stayed.
Milton's room? All these packing peanuts and missing folders?
But I understand why we left.
Maybe this is Dawn's room. Dawn's staging area. Yeah, possibly. Edith, Mom.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
She wanted to get out of here. Everyone that she knew was dying. Probably since she was born.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Milton goes missing. Lewis dies. Lewis basically kills himself. Got the kite here.
But it had to end one way or another.
So this...
All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Okay, so this is Edith's room. Or where she decided to spend most of her time. Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Hey, if she wouldn't leave during a... what was it, a fire? Why would she leave now, you know? It's a little dark, but it looks like we can find the light, follow the light this way.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Alright, let's go. Still want to get into the attic. I'm not even sure if we can...
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
What, the family curse?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I mean, her mother had real fears.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Can't say her mom didn't have real fears with everyone dying. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Looks like we can move.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Well, before it got swallowed by the sea?
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
This seems awfully dangerous.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Because right now we're walking where there would be ocean.
I got turned around. I started seeing things.
I'm just walking straight.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
What is this? Looks like another rock. Remnants of a boat? Nope, this is a oven.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
That's cool. I can actually control this.
A few years went by.
My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Cancer?
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Until
I found out
yeah,
about
exactly.
you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Are we Edith's baby?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
You've already been born. Or she's dead.
Things didn't work out that way.
So are we Edith's kid the whole time?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
Damn.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow. I guess we found out what remains of Edith. A story by Giant Sparrow. This is an amazing game, and I'm definitely glad that I picked it up. I definitely have to find some other games that are like this. I've really been on a sort of indie game kick, and if there's any other games that you think would fit into, I guess, indie, that'd be great. I still have to buy and play Journey, because that's one thing that you all suggested. Finish all stories. All the baby pictures of the people who worked on the game. That's awesome. Alright, let's see if there's anything after this. The replay a story option is now available. Select from Edith to play from the beginning. Okay, that seems to be the end. Alright, so that's going to bring us to the end of What Remains of Edith Finch. There doesn't seem to be anything after the credits, which have just ended, so I think we're going to leave it there. Let me know if there's any other games that you think I should play. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this one. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. If you did, however, leave a comment and let me know why. If you ever want to get in contact with me, you can follow on Twitter at Panaorios Gaming, or you can join the Discord, which is in the description of all of my videos. But with that said, I will see you in the next one. Later.